Good morning, everyone. So, for you singletones out there, so what are the disadvantages of being single?
It really sucks. It does. It does. There are some advantages, which we did on another video, and you can go back through some of those and check it out.
Yes.
But the disadvantages, they really do stack up.
Yeah. So, the first one is you feel lonely and isolated when you're single.
You know, you just have that hole that's deep inside that no matter what you do, that void just doesn't go away.
That's
Do you
true.
feel me there?
Yes.
And if you agree with that, comment void down in the comments.
So yeah, personally, I had a successful career. I've accomplished a lot of things, but I was single, and before I used to go out a lot, and then at some point I'm like, this is not working. I'm still not feeling complete and whole. Well, let me rephrase it. I felt complete in terms of, accomplishing things in my life that I had goals to accomplish, but at the same time being single, I just wanted to have someone to have fun with.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah.
Well, and then you have all the societal expectations and judgments, especially if you're hitting in your 30s and your 40s. It's like, why are you still single?
Yeah.
What is wrong with you?
Yeah, what is wrong with you?
If you're still single. And, we all bloom at different stages. I was a late bloomer myself. It took me until my early 30s before I really started getting good at seducing women. And even then, it took me years to find her. Because I'm just extremely picky because, I prefer women with intellect and, intelligent people on this planet. What I consider, genius level and above is just what base level intelligence should be. Is only 2% of the population.
Yeah.
So I was a little picky, took a little bit longer to sort through it and find an amazing one like that.
That's okay. I'm glad you took your time, honey.
And the next one?
All right. So the next one, disadvantage number 3, is financial difficulties. And what do we mean by that?
Okay. Well, like working as a couple, like we cook at home and we can eat. So 2 people can eat for almost the same price as one. It saves you time to do things because you can trade out who's cooking the meals and things like that. You have
split mortgage.
Mm-hmm. Like me personally, because we're very frugal, we only keep one vehicle because we work from our own business owners, and it's like, why have a second car payment to not do anything?
Instead of that, we invest in other things.
Okay. And unlike the other video where we talked about the advantages, being in a long-term committed relationship, a guy, depending on his age, because it scales up, will average $13,000 to $18,000 a year more in income.
Yay!
So for those on the lower end of the scale, they could double your income just get you more ambitious. You have kids, you got to take responsibility, you got to step it up, get the better career, or build your own business, or whatever the case may is. So it's a good motivation to have the companion, and you don't have that. It's like, I'll just play video games and drink and waste away my life.
Yeah, no, I'm sorry, no, so much more fun to be together, yes, honey? Anyway, so disadvantage number 4, it's harder to make friends.
Okay, and this is, when you're going out to, say, a party or an event, having your wing girl right beside you, takes the pressure off when you're meeting people, you're not there with anybody else, so you're already having more fun when you get there. Which means your energy level's higher and people are just more attracted to you anyways. And, to do that when you're single, unless you've done quite a bit of work on the mental and the emotional, especially after this pandemic, and we were all locked in houses for years. It's like we all become hermits and have to learn how to come out into society again. Right?
All right.
So, and then, now that we're approaching the holidays, number 5, I know it happened to me. You see all the beautiful couples making out as you're going place, having fun together for the holidays, and you just feel miserable and jealous. It's like, why are they so happy and why aren't I?
Yes. So, being jealous, especially during the holidays, of other couples. All right, so, and disadvantage number 6, which is my favorite. When you're single, you have a lot less intimacy in your bedroom.
In other words, sex. Making love. However you want to say it, we don't care.
Great.
And, the benefits of physical intimacy, it balances your hormones, it improves your mood, improves your heart health, and all these other things. And, without a partner, you don't really get it. And just, the random situationships and stuff that the young people where you're just sleeping around, you're more likely to get STDs, have unexpected pregnancies, and all these other random things that are no fun.
Yeah.
That when you're in a committed relationship, you can play as much as you want, and as long as they're not cheating on you, you don't have to worry about STDs.
There you go. Yes, disadvantage number 7. So disadvantage.
Which ties into number 6.
Yes, which ties in number 6, which is less likely to pass on your genetics.
Like, that's the only reason we have the desire for physical intimacy anyways, guys.
Yes.
Like, your DNA and every cell of your body is wanting to reproduce, and that's how you become immortal, or at least one of the ways, and have a legacy to pass on. So if you're not trying to procreate and have kids, and we're actually, I hear a lot of people talking about overpopulation, but, that was an issue 50, 60 years ago, and, like, China had the one-child policy, and over the next 10 years, they're expected to go from a population of 1.4 billion people to under 1 billion people just because the old people are aging out and there's no young people having kids. Like, for women especially, well, let me put it on 2. Guys, if you're intelligent, successful, you have an obligation to pass it on so we have more intelligent, successful men. Women, if you're beautiful and intelligent, we need you as breeding stock. I know it's a little crude to say it that way, but, like, unless there's some health issue, I really wish I would have ran into Anna 10 years prior.
I wasn't ready.
I know we'll still.
I'm not going to work on myself due to all my childhood traumas.
Right, which leads into number 8. The longer you're single, the lower your self-esteem, your self-worth, and your self-confidence, because you think, what's wrong with me? Why am I not good enough for someone to love me?
Yes. And the last one is number 9. The longer you're single, the more likely you will have social anxiety.
Which, you're already having trouble making friends, you're getting lower self-esteem, and then you get anxious about it, and you just toss off in your head. Because anxiety, who was it said? It was like back in the Buddha, or was it Lao Tzu? I don't remember. If you all know which one had said this quote, go back.
What?
It's like, when you are in the past, you are depressed. When you're stuck in the future, you become anxious. Only being now in the present can you truly have peace and be happy.
Yes, that's the key, being present.
So, our imagination is our God-given creative energy. And when you have anxiety, you're imagining bad possible future situations. And they've done enough studies with, like, learning to play the piano, playing sports, and all these other things that the mind cannot differentiate between real and imaginary. With the study on the pianos, they had people who actually practiced the piano and then just would stop. And then they had other ones that would, like, visualize the keys and movements in their head. And after a few weeks of doing those same visualizations, trainings, they were able to play just as well as the ones who were practicing, but not doing the visualization. You look at I've seen it on the top athletes, like, you're figuring the movement of your muscles as you're working out and everything else. Big bicep. Not quite back to Arnold yet, but we'll get there. So, don't have the social anxiety. Don't waste your life being in the future. We know you want to find your ideal woman and attract her to you and actually keep her, not mess it up. So, to help with that, as we said for you all that stayed to the end.
Special announcement! Yay! So our mini-series, From Lonely to Love by Thanksgiving, is coming out on Monday, November the 13th.
And it's going to go to the day before Thanksgiving. It's a 10-day mini-series where we are going to role play back in time, like when we first met. I'm going to do fun things like, stop the camera.
Too many details.
Sorry. No spoilers. Spoilers! No spoilers! Doctor! Ooh, ooh. It's a nerd thing. And all the people, what's that movie? Doctor? Ooh, what? So we're really excited about the mini-series next week, From Lonely to Love. Mm-hmm. And, it's going to end right before Thanksgiving, so hopefully it can give you some tips to help get you out and about for the holidays. So maybe by Christmas and New Year's you can actually have someone instead of spending
I want you to be in a relationship.
Right? That's way better than spending another holiday season just miserable and depressed and all that.
Yeah.
So, again, tune in tomorrow, 10, 11 a.m. and get ready for our mini-series next week. More tidbits on it coming tomorrow.
Have fun today, guys.